The hoopty, the bucket, the buster, the moped. Howdy y'all and welcome back. This is my worst gun. It's not good. It's not terrible, but it's really not good. It's okay. As you saw in the thumbnail, this is a Rossi 351. And when we picked this up in 2011, I say my dad bought this. He has dementia now, so I have inherited all of his guns. When we bought this, it was $180. That was back in 2011. And you get what you pay for, right? As $180 guns go, it's okay. So let's take this over to the table and get a closer look. The old shotgun. So it's been to the fair and seen the bear. Lots of wear. No real gouging or pitting or anything. But it's been abused. Neglected is maybe a better. Neglected. And a little muzzle wear there on the end. So what can I say about this gun? Well, let's start off with the size. So this is a 5-shot. You can see that real stiff crane. It doesn't just drop out. It's got a real stiff, weird action to it. 5-shot. But for size comparison, I've got my Model 10. Obviously, this is a 6-shot revolver to this 5. Pretty similar in size. Now, this is 21 ounces and this is 26 ounces. So, it's definitely lighter, but it's chunky. It's next to a J-frame. It's like, oh damn, why is it so big like that? But that does make it kind of pleasant to shoot. And along with these big squishy rubber grips, which these are replacement grips, the originals kind of dried up and cracked. And this is, oddly enough, a square butt under here. You would think round, but it's not. It's square butt. And with wood stocks, it would get even more similar in size to the Model 10 there. But they allow a very nice purchase and fairly pleasant shooting gun. It's not anywhere miserable. Like, I am not, that's why I don't have a J-frame to compare it to, is because I don't like J-frames. I've had 3 and never could make one work for me. Parted ways with all of them. So, all right, the trigger. It's not posh, but it's not horrible either. It's, stout, not buttery or anything. But it's not particularly gritty or crunchy. It really, as a cheap double action revolver trigger goes, it's not that bad, really. And there's no way it's got to be well over 10 pounds, I imagine, on the double action, but the single I can measure. And it comes in just a hair under 3, pretty consistently. So it's not a bad single action at all. Yeah, kind of 2 3/4 pounds, something like that. Pretty consistent, and it's a pretty crisp. So we can get in close on it. That's not a bad single action trigger, really. Yeah, and once you find it, the double's not too bad. It's just, God, there's nothing nice about it. Now, I'm a little bit of a revolver snob, not super snob or anything, but I've had enough old vintage Smiths that's kind of my standard. And so, if you're comparing it to that, but as $180 guns go, compared to like a High Point, I'll take this all week long and twice on Sunday. Like, Not even, in fact, pretty much any, I would rather have this than pretty much any sub $300 semi-automatic. So I think that is really the point of this video, is if you are on an extreme budget and feel like you need a handgun, a small compact carryable gun for self-defense, this, if you could find one of these, they used to sell them in Academy and turns out they don't anymore. This is made by Taurus. The current version from Taurus is probably pretty comparable, and they're around $3. And I would rather carry that than like an SCCY or High Point or whatever in that kind of super budget price range. So, you know, is it nice? No, but it's not that bad either. The phrase "better than a sharp stick" comes to mind. I have to say, certainly never malfunctioned. It's never jammed. So it's got that, right? And it's pretty accurate. I forgot to mention, it's as accurate as a snub-nosed 5-shot revolver is going to be. 7 yards, pretty, much beyond that, I'm not worth much with this thing, but, that's not really what it's for, right? So the limitations of a snub nose, better than sharp stick. That's all I got. Until next time, be easy, y'all.